Good evening, folks. How are you? I hope that I find you very well indeed and you're all keeping safe and well. And what is a kind of crazy time at the moment, isn't it? But yeah, I hope you're all safe and well. And thank you very much for popping over just to spend the next 10 minutes or so with me. In fact, I don't even think it's as long as 10 minutes. This is Poor Man's Stew. Not a very nice name, I think, but we certainly, we didn't feel like poor people eating this. It's really, really tasty and very, very simple. It has only a few ingredients, so I tried to use, the best that I could because most of the flavour is obviously coming from your beef. So I got my ground beef from the local butcher. As you can see there, it's just potatoes and swede or turnip, some onions, some carrots. You got some tomato puree there, a wee bit of garlic, and obviously your minced beef or ground beef, however you like to call it, and some salt, pepper, and a couple of other things. All of the ingredients will be in the show more box underneath the video, if you want to come back at a later date to make this. I'd never heard of this before. It was one of you guys that told me about it, and just when, I heard the list of ingredients, I knew it was going to be something that we would enjoy. And because it's done in the slow cooker, it just makes it so much simpler. But you could, of course, do this on the stovetop as well. So let's go and get started, and I'll show you what I've done. First thing you want to do is get your crock pot on, or your slow cooker. This is a 3.5 litre crock pot that I'm using. First thing we're going to do is the stock. So into your bowl, pop your tomato puree, followed by your herbs and spices. So I've just got some salt there and some pepper, and the recipe actually called for oregano. I didn't have any, so I'm using thyme, some garlic granules and some onion granules, and then some water on top of that, and just give it a good stir together. Really simple, guys, like I said, but you know what? So tasty. It's like winter and, comfort winter food in a bowl. Now you want to brown off your mince. So get quite a large pan, pop in some oil, followed by your minced beef. Like I said, I get this minced beef from a local butcher, and I would recommend, getting the best that you can, because obviously this is where most of your flavour is coming from. And then about halfway through, add in your garlic as well. You don't have to cook this all the way through, you just want a nice brown colour. And I was happy with this. So all we have to do now is load up your crock pot. So off with your lid. And the first thing I'm going to pop in is my potatoes. Now I'm going to keep the skins on these. These are just red rooster potatoes. But use whatever kind you like, or even the small ones would do. And then your carrots. And I'm using some swede. But again, leave or, take out or add whatever you don't like. You can even put onions, or not onions, mushrooms or anything in this. Then your onions. And I'm going to put my ground beef on top, or minced beef on top. And the last thing I'm going to do is top the whole thing off with that lovely tomatoey stock. Easy peasy. Now the last thing you're going to do is give it a good stir together. Now pop your lid on. You want to give this about 8 hours if you're doing it on low. But if you're doing it on high, I would give it 6 hours, because I had mine on for just over 6 hours on high, and mine's was perfect. But, it will depend on your own slow cooker, so you might have to adjust that a wee bit. But this was me just over 6 hours later. Yeah, monster slippers for the win. You can just see my slippers in the background. Oh dear. But there we go, it's absolutely delicious, and it's quite cheap to make as well. Apart from your minced beef, all of the ingredients in this are very affordable, and this will feed 4 to 5 people quite generously. I just served mine in big soup bowls, and we had some crusty bread at the side. I think this kind of thing and crusty bread are just a match made in heaven, and the more and more you stir that, the thicker it will get. In fact, this would be one of those things probably better the next day, if this could be any better. I mean, the flavours were just lovely. A very, very simple, it is a very simple meal, but just brilliant for this time of year. So comforting and so warming. So that was our tea. So do let me know if you're going to give it a go, and if you do, and if you end up making it, send me your pictures over on Instagram. And before I leave you, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, and also to the new channel members. So thank you all once again, guys, and all of you for watching and liking and commenting and sharing and all the wonderful things you do. It really does. It's quite touching, really. I love it. I love making these wee videos videos, and I love that you are here for the journey. So thank you, like I said, for watching, and I'll be back during the week with another wee recipe. I'm going to bring you my lovely roast potatoes because so many of you have asked for them, so that's coming up next. And then I'll have my shopping haul again, and then I think I'm going to have my baked in box at some point. So yeah, whenever you choose to join me again, mind to take care of yourselves in this crazy world we're having at the moment. Lots of love, take care, and bye for now. Bye now.